Hi, my name is Beyza and I'm a current first year student at Teddy Hall studying molecular and cellular biochemistry. My course is very challenging but at the same time very interesting and fun. I have a mixture of everything. I get set problem sheets every week, I get set essays by my tutors every week. We also have practical classes every week. So it's a nice balance of everything. It is challenging, it is hard, but that's what makes Oxford Oxford, and you do have to put a lot of hard work into it, but it's also very fun and you can turn it into something you love and something that's very easy if you do the work on time and you make sure that you're very consistent. The best part of my personal statement was probably, it was a little bit that I had that wrote about the fact that there's a particular gene that could potentially determine whether an individual liked coriander or not. And I think that was very important to include, and I loved that paragraph so much because it showed the tutors that I had gone beyond the A-level content. I had read further, I had researched about this, and the tutors actually asked me about it. So make sure you read through your personal statement before having an interview, make sure you know what you're talking about and you haven't just put something in there to impress them. So that's very important. The tutors are looking for your ability and your commitment to your subject rather than the extracurricular activities you do. They're not really interested in whether you go swimming or play the piano and all of that stuff. They're interested in whether you love your subject and whether you can portray that. I had two interviews. I had one at Teddy Hall and I had one at another college, Corpus Christi. I loved my interview process. The interviews themselves were very challenging, but that's kind of normal and that's what I had expected anyway. So they basically ask you questions where you wouldn't be able to get the answer like that anyway. They're more interested in your thought process, so how you get from A to B and from B to C. You know, what's going on in your brain and how you're actually thinking. So they're looking for your logical approach. So whatever you do, if you don't know the answer straight away, think out loud. They are interested in your thought processes more than you just blabbing the answer at them like that. And it's okay if you get it wrong. I remember saying some stupid stuff. I remember saying that enzymes worked best at 60 degrees in our body. As a biochemistry student, that's ridiculous because at 60 degrees we would literally die, so how are enzymes supposed to work? But it literally just shows that it's not that important if you make a mistake, and silly mistakes like that you shouldn't dwell on too much between your interview period and finding out whether you've got an offer or not in January. Just forget about it as soon as you've done the interview. Apart from the actual interviews themselves, the interview process was very, very interesting for me and very fun. My first interview was in the morning, so I had the entire day to just go around Oxford, meet new people at Teddy Hall, and we all went out, went to the covered market and all of that stuff, and we explored Oxford a little bit. And it just shows that you shouldn't stay in your room throughout the interview process. Go to the JCR, meet some new people, and just make sure that it's a fun experience for you, because not everyone gets to interview and not everyone gets to stay at Oxford for 2-3 days for free. So make the most out of it and treat it like a holiday, like a short little city break where you have half an hour interviews in between, and then everything will be fine. To be honest, I love Teddy Hall. The fact that it's so small makes it so cute, so cozy. You've always got a warm environment and everyone knows each other. Even if you don't know them on a personal level, you know of them, and I think that's very important to me. In terms of the location, Teddy Hall is amazing for me. To my biochemistry department, it's literally only a 10-minute walk. It is right opposite the exam schools, which is so convenient. The view of my room was the exam schools, and it's crazy to think that all you have to do is literally come out of college and walk across the road. It gives you the extra sleep that you need before your exam. I mean, what more do you want? So yeah. I think my main advice to someone applying to biochemistry would be, make sure you look into the course and make sure that you would enjoy it, because the last thing you want to do is spend 3-4 years of your life doing something that you don't like and regretting the decision you made. So I think that's very important. And also, one extra thing is please do some extra revision before you get here, you get to Oxford in October, because for personal experience, I realised that I had forgotten everything that I knew over the summer holidays. So it's really important that you're familiar with the entire A-level content when you start, because they do actually expect you to know all of that. You don't revise all the A-level content when you start in October. They go straight into the university content. So I think it's very important that you're familiar with the stuff that you did a couple months ago.